What's up, everybody? My name is Peculiar, and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. Okay, now let's decide, should we go talk to everybody, do the main mission, or do some side quests? Because I could fly to the shipwreck. I should do that. And we should fly to the unknown locations too, you know? Oh, that didn't work? There we go. I'm so happy that we can finally fly. It's so much easier. Really?
Subsiding.
It probably got stuck in here. I'm not gonna do all the metal flowers, it's just too many. But I will do the question marks that I can see. I know it's taking a little while, but I'm just enjoying this flight. Huh. Might as well.
Seems like I have a fan.
Aloy of the Nora, you honor us with your presence. She who has found the wings of the Ten.
No need for ceremony, Chaplain.
Very well. May I ask what brings you here?
Just checking up on Arrowhand.
Draka's death didn't go over well, but Yara has been true to her word. Water rations have flowed steadily in. I'll keep watch here until someone emerges to take Draka's place.
Looks like it's in good hands then. I should get going.
May the Ten guide your way.
You said something about rewarding me? You don't have to. Regala had to be stopped.
That battle was almost the end of me and my partner Sosek. During the fighting, I was surrounded by rebels just as I saw a machine about to strike him down. Then your bomb fell from the sky and he was saved. We all were. I can't properly repay you for what you did, but I can offer you something.
You really don't need to.
Honor is payment enough for any warrior I know, but Greenshine will buy more blades. I discovered a cache of it inside a cave on a mountain to the southwest of here, right at the edge of the desert. It's guarded by machines, but if you can fly in and bomb them as you did in the battle, you can claim the Greenshine for yourself.
I might give it a try. Do you want me to bring some back to you?
No, it's for you, all of it. The least I can give you for saving Sosek's life. I only wish I could be there to see you swoop from the sky and claim it.
Cache of Greenshine could come in handy. Sounds like I'll have to fly up there. And a bomb from a Horus would make dealing with those machines a lot easier. Going down! So now I can fly up that mountain.
I was going that way anyway.
I should follow Latanox's advice and get a bomb first.
I'm not flying all that way. I'm just gonna travel. Fast travel. Thought about it, it's gonna take like what? 5 minutes or so to get there? I'd rather not do that. Hey.
There's the Horus. Time to pick up a bomb. machines. Must be the spot Morala told me about. This bomb should come in handy. Time to drop that bomb. It's easier. Gotta finish off those machines and pick up that green shine.
Don't you just love it when it just glitches a little bit?
Phone's clear of machines. Time to find that green shine.
Loot. Pretty sure the green shine's over there.
There's the cache. I just need to get past those vines. Why does this feel too easy?
Oh.
I thought this was easy. Uh-oh, this is gonna be tough.
Well. Where's that primary fang shit? I'm pretty sure I knocked it off. I'm gonna be so pissed off. I need that piece. Hope it didn't glitch out. There we go.
That's all the machines I have to deal with. I should pick up that green shine now. It was nice of that Tanakh soldier to point me
That's
this
it?
way. I wasn't looking for thanks, but I'll take it.
Why is he attacking my bird?
Bring it in!
Well, they killed my bird. Guess I gotta go back to base anyway, get another bird.
Might be a way to deal with my anger.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm all
Did you need something?
Shut up. The last one.
sun wings. Beta's gift. Now I can take to the skies.
Any other question marks that I should go to? Obviously the big ones are probably the drones.
There's a Cyclops drone monitoring this area. I need to grab its data. I have to jump onto that drone to get it down.
I'll wait here.
Got it! Need to get the data from the drone.
Perfect. Next. It's just a sunken cavern? Boring. Don't very much care for that, I'll be honest with you.
keeping watch on the biosphere. I should grab its data. But I'm not going to get it done. Climb something to jump off the drone.
A Stormhawk and an Apex thingamajig.
Going down! Okay, gotta grab the drone's data.
What the hell am I looking at? Why was there two big ones? Which I'm not afraid of, I'm just saying why.
Supplies for traps. Roka must have been preparing for a hunt.
Negative. You can't make the primary drop, so we're rerouting you to collect some personnel.
Have you got a definite position on those machines?
Nothing's definite, but projections give you a safe window of 36 minutes.
To load 200 people onto this plane?
250. They're only way out of there before the swarm hits.
Then you'd better tell them to be ready. And you better be right about that 36 minutes.
That window of time must not have been as safe as they thought it was. There aren't any more beacons showing up on my focus. This must be the last of the recorders. The Tanakh soldier at the Grove can complete a collection when I return.
Alright, last big question mark, and then we'll continue with the missions. Alright. We'll bring back all the filters now. Okay. Why can't I fly up? There we go. Why won't it let me go that way? R2 to go up, right? Well, I'm stuck. The hell? Okay, this is weird.
Shoulder doing all right? Not now.
He's stuck. I have trapped him. Okay, that's weird anyway. Do for what? Spinning around like a dreidel. Can I fly there now? Jeez.
Gotta brace myself against this wind. Machines. Gotta be careful.
forgot that I have fall damage there.
That'll make things easier. Just gotta look for the coin's gyro compass on that rack. Of air. Should be able to look for that gyro compass with my focus.
So much easier just to do that.
Machines could have scavenged it out of the wreckage. I should check any scrap piles left around the island, just to be sure. took a beating. Not sure it still works. Better take it to Harry and Christia. Maybe they can fix it.
Or I could come down in style. Whee!
The ancestors returned. By the ancestors. You're back. Is that?
I'm sorry.
It's broken. Our last hope.
No. There has to be a way to fix it.
How?
We just need to replace the batteries. And the sensor unit.
Right, because they're just lying around a jungle for us to find. Wait.
The ancient fleet.
It might have what we need.
What ancient fleet?
When we abandoned our ship, we were washed ashore on a beach southwest of here.
There were ships built by the ancestors there.
Overseer Bohai will never let us go there. He won't risk losing any more navigators. He needs us to guide the fleet home.
No one's going home without a working gyro compass.
I can get them for you.
You'll need to look for a sensor unit. They're usually on a ship's antenna.
And batteries. 3 of them. They're small, so they might be hard to find.
I've got something for that.
We put our faith in you once again, Ancestor.
Man.
I can provide you with powerful weapons.
Hey, about yesterday. We're okay, right?
Harriet and Christie, I said I'd find ancient ships in this area. I should take a look. I don't think I'll find any ancient ships in here.
Just checking to see.
I don't think I'll find any ancient ships in here.
Pretty sure I know where it is. And I was looking at it, but I just want to see if there's anything here. Okay, where are the ancient ships?
Looks like there's a shipwreck on the beach. Battery. Better take that with me. Ariam said I needed 3 of these. There has to be another ship around here somewhere.
Where am I gonna find? Oh, that's one.
There. Sinking ship. Maybe it has what Harriam and Christie need to fix the gyro compass. Ship's in rough shape. The ship's antenna. Let's hope the sensor unit is still intact. No sensor unit. There is an old recording.
This is the USS Anchorage. Hailing. Anyone who's left. The Medina, the Omaha, and the New Orleans are down, and the swarm just cracked the Harris open like an egg. Incoming! Hold on!
There. Looks like some sort of power source.
The lead Horus is heavily damaged. If we can concentrate fire, maybe we can still take it down. I think we've got a ping on the Hamilton! Lost it! Sensors down! We're sailing blind!
It sounds like their sensor unit was taken out. They were trying to reach other ships. Guess I should find the batteries now. My focus should pick them up.
Guessing there's 3 batteries, 3 ships. I don't care much for green shine, I'll be honest.
There's a chance the current swept some of these power sources onto the ocean floor. Maybe between the 2 wrecks? We'll take a look inside that shipwreck. See if there's any power sources there.
Where?
I should turn back. Current here is too strong.
I'll just go look it up, it's taking too long. Hold on. And I gotta use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Okay, so apparently it can have a few different locations. So here's a shipwreck.
There's a chance the current swept some of these power sources onto the ocean floor. Maybe between the two wrecks? Chance the current swept some of these power sources onto the ocean floor. Maybe between the two wrecks? Another battery. That should be it. Focus picked up coordinates from that transmission I found. If there's more shipwrecks there, one might have an intact sensor.
It don't matter. The hell's that?
Well, that ship has an antenna. With a dreadwing perched on it. Great. Gonna have to deal with it before I can look for the sensor the Quen need. She won't be bothered by acid. should be able to check out the hotel now.
That wasn't too bad.
An intact sensor unit. This should be all that Harriman and Christia need. Looks like there's one more transmission in here.
This is the Hamilton. Anchorage, your transmission has been received. Targeting the lead Horus.
Just lost the starboard missile battery. Can't fire. We're empty.
Damn it.
Captain, there's nothing left to fire. Your orders.
Set a course for the Horus chassis.
Need ammo first. It's never a happy ending, is it?
I'm just gonna teleport there. I don't want to waste any time.
Back, Harriet.
I found what you need.
Thank you. I'll get working on the gyro compass immediately. I'm coming home, Leandra.
You've done us a great kindness, Aloy. Christia is not the only one with people waiting back home. She'll be able to fix that gyro compass in no time. We'll never be able to thank you enough. But this should be a start.
If you need anything, tell Bohai to contact Alva. I'm sure she can help.
May the ancestors steer us true.
I think we're actually going home.
First, we need to put this thing together.
Right.
Okay. When did I get this one? Sky Killer? Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
There you are, on the mend already.
This is the mountain we went to knock, wrestled with a stormbird. His armor should be around here somewhere. A fragment of Farika's armor. There must be more. I don't like the sound of that. Whoa! I must be the Stormbird that killed Farika. Stormbird. I might have a scrap of Farika's armor. One more bit of armor lodged in the machine.
That was a lot easier than I thought.
Could use my compass here. Another armor fragment. The snowfall's blanketing the land. Looks like another bit of armor. I guess that's it then. I should let the Tanakh know I recovered what's left of Farika's kit.
Come. Trade. Honor and strength.
I heard you got some fresh ink. What'd you do? Take these guys. All these Carl's on. Show respect.
We saw you fly. Did you find Farika?
I was able to retrieve her armor. What's left of it anyway. She didn't stand a chance against that Stormbird.
Ah, I see. Painful end. But not without glory. So, what do you think? Was she the first to fly on the wings of the Ten?
She was brave, and spent a fair amount of time in the air. I'd say what she did qualifies.
She flew! I knew it. The first to fly. As her successor, you should keep her armor. You can fix it up at the workbench. This way.
Once you repair the armor, you're welcome to it. You take after Farika. Bold, brave, and a diplomatic liar.
She met a harsh fate. Let her have the title.
Fair enough. It's kind of you to show such humility.
May your enemies fall. The arena match.
Are you sure I can't tempt you?
Once you repair Farika's
trade.
armor,
From the rubble of the bulwark, we grow the seeds of the united trust.
Useless. I like how they made purchase for me now. Like, who's gonna use it besides me?
The sentry said the raft was heading west. En route to an ocean. Should be easy to find. Still no sign of a raft. Those Tanakh fugitives must be somewhere else. Wreckage. In a raft. Maybe those fugitives didn't make it too far after all. I'll only find out if I go down there. There's someone down in that rocky outcrop. You're one of the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach? Where are the others?
Holed up on top of a tower across the sea to the west. Where I left them. I thought that they were true Tanakh, but they're murderers, not soldiers.
The Tanakh that Tide's Reach think you should all face justice.
Then they should come and get me themselves. If you want justice, then find the others. Leave me here to face the sea. My last battle.
Why did you abandon the other raiders?
They abandoned the cause. They seek carnage, not honor.
You think the attack on Tide's Reach was honorable?
I wanted to face the guards in battle, but the others murdered them in their sleep.
The rebellion is over, you know.
So you say. I say there will always be those who want the Tanakh to be true to themselves. Believe me. You'll find the others on a tower if you keep going to the west. Find your justice there.
Those fugitives are in a tower to the west. If they're close to landfall, they could be a threat to the enemy. I better take care of them. This up. Should fly lower.
Where would they be? Fly the top of the tower to the west.
There. Someone's lit a fire. It must be the raiders who attacked Tide's Reach. I can't let these fugitives escape. Okay, that's the raiders. And they are a threat. No!
This tower is ours! We make our stand here.
Now we can finish her.
That's the last of them. Those raiders won't be attacking Tide's Reach again. Or anyone else.
Alright, I think that's all the quests I have. Yeah, let's go back to the main area now.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly.
Alright, let's spend another hour talking to everybody for no reason. Oh, sorry, woman. Stretching my legs. Alright, let's see what everybody wants.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I could do yours if you want.
I cleaned it already.
Yeah, of course. Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Everyone's so sad.
Wish I could say we don't need them. But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right. You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Katalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need. I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint. Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal. Bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? I have to go. I trust you to keep things civil around here?
I'll make sure Erend doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost. You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that. I need to wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
I was wondering where you'd gone.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say. You have more than earned my trust.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me. I should go.
You leave us with quite the interesting party out there.
Alright, let's go assemble and see what's happening. But first, let me see if Tilda and Silence can converse with me.
Oh no. I got enough trouble with Catalo, always kicking my ass.
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation. at the Hades Proving Lab.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala, and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier?
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the Discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
I forget how much of a dick Silence was in the last game, so I don't know what to say. I forgot a lot about people in the last game. Where the hell's Tilda? Tilda!
There you are. Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less, and I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what,
a second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Far Zenith's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta and Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
So, Eric... was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
Okay, let me save before anything happens. Alright. Let's start the mission.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
Is this like the final mission or something?
Here we go. All drones are reconnected to the dome now.
Well, I saved, so we'll see.
All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
He always seems so sad. More talking. It's getting late. I should really go to bed. So I'll talk to him right after. Yeah. We'll talk to him right after, and then we'll do the main mission. So, with that being said, next time, like I said, we'll see how things go. So, I hope you all stay a little peculiar, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care, everybody.